Afternoon, actually. It's 12:30.
Oh, morning went quick, eh?
Yeah. We were at Walker's Rock, and we're on our way to Wudinna. We're going to spend a couple of days in Wudinna at least. A bit of R&R, showers, shake the dust off, and we're heading up towards the Gawler Ranges and some of the local stuff at Wudinna. See what it's all about. It's usually just a town we either drive through or stop to buy fuel. So this will give us a chance to have a look at a part of the world that we go through often but never really explore. So Jackie, after a harrowing hour's drive from Elliston, unbelievable road, wasn't it? Bitumen all the way.
That smooth bitumen.
I know, it's a killer, isn't it? Oh, mate, you couldn't run off the road if you tried here. Traffic. Oh, one tractor.
One tractor.
A council worker in a skid steer who was 10 metres off the road.
One very big truck.
And a big truck.
That overtook us very short.
Well, he shouldn't have. He had double lines, but he was in a hurry. But here we are. We finally made it to the Wudinna RV camp, and not a bad place. We can watch footy practice tonight. It's Tuesday night, isn't it?
Yoo-hoo!
Footy training.
Yep.
Watch all them hunky guys running around. Going, g'day bloke. Hey, over here, bloke.
Kicking at me.
Yeah, no, we're going to have a bit of a wander through the town and see if we can pick up a bit of the history. And but first, toasted sangers. Well, Jackie, where are we?
Wudinna.
Wudinna. Is that near Wudinna?
Yeah.
Wudinna.
Don't point us.
I know. It's bigger than I thought, actually.
Oh, okay.
But it is a central part of this area.
Community.
Yeah. And it looks like a reasonably important town. There's a supermarket, and there's even a camping shop.
Apparently, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what we read. Haven't seen it yet. Here's Foodland. The bakery's supposed to be quite good.
Ducks, ducks.
And we're in the RV park. We did a bit of investigation into the caravan park, and the RV park has the same facilities, but pretty much half the price, eh?
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more. Oh wow, this is the main street. Look at this. Little birdie. Fashion. But might have to go for an extra blanket. What's here? Skaters, scissors, hairdresser. No. Pharmacy, coffee. And a mechanic. It's a quite nice little town. This is the Catholic Church, St. Anne's. Nice old building. Pity about the facade that looks like they got put on later. And there's a lovely old building next door that looks pretty good. Look at that. It's in somewhat state of disrepair, but I'm sure it looks like someone lives there. Yeah. Okay, look at this place. Right.
Wudinna. Laundromat.
Right on the main highway.
Make sure you have $1 coins. If you don't, chuff off down the
Well, the back could be
car wash.
helpful. The car wash, and the lady last night in the supermarket was very helpful.
Yeah.
$2 coins for showers.
Yeah, but the car wash, you can chuck your $20 notes
Yeah,
in it.
and you get an abundance of coins that you'll probably hardly use.
The bank's not open every day.
Oh no, it's not. It's Wednesday. They're not open today.
Yeah.
They're only open spasmodically.
Yeah.
Well, there's some money to put away, I suppose. But here we are in beautiful Wudinna. It's a gorgeous morning, dead calm. There's the silos. Here's the highway. And here comes a big truck or two or three. we're going to just do a bit of watching, and we're going for a drive up into the hills, aren't we?
Yeah, well I found, well let's
Rocks.
keep it a surprise.
Well, there's rocks everywhere here that need discovering.
Yeah. But that one also, that geocache.
That one also.
Also that one.
Also that one. Yes, we'll,
Double Dutch.
as we go through, we're looking at them also.
This property is a working farm and has been for 4 generations, with the 5th showing a lot of interest. The house here was built by Victor and Percival Matthews, father and son, in the late 50s out of local stone and
underwear. Women's underwear.
Later additions made with hollow stone blocks, with a garage, shower room and garden walls, the laundry and the toilet. When the house was built, the Eyre highway was just a dirt road with perhaps only half a dozen vehicles passing by in a day. It was considered convenient to be living so close for groceries to be delivered with the mail and catching the school bus. Over the years, travellers stopped for repairs to use the party line phone or for fuel and assistance.
Well, and here we are, people have been riding all over the concrete blocks. I just saw there's a current one, and oh yeah, but there's some going back quite a few years.
Oh, it's cactus.
That was the gate. Oh yes, gorgeous old cactus plant. I like the wheelbarrow full.
Welcome to have a look around the farmhouse. Power not protected. The toilet's not flushed. Please lock the door when you leave. Thank you.
In we go.
Wow.
Someone's been exercising in the kitchen. I know. There's books in here. Oh no, this is not a kitchen. Oh, here's the office. Old video cameras.
This is like that show with the family going back into
This is like a picture of what it was like.
Yeah, like they just got up and walked out. Wow.
This is like my mum had one of these. Sunbeam Mix Masters, exactly the same. What do we got? Stone's Green Ginger Wine. It's too dark. Might be a bit dark for this. I'm sure we'll find out when we review. Hillbilly Song, Albert's Hillbilly Songster. A little TV from pre-LED.
Oh.
Nice lounge. Here's the Football Association. Whole footy team. Just going to walk around here. Old school telephone. Kids' bedroom. Good sized rooms. Wow.
Yeah.
Quite amazing.
What a gift to leave people.
But it's really nice that they let you walk in. And
It's like karma.
yeah, it's very dark in here. But piece of history. The Matthews family. There's a little sign here. Items here are private property and personal belongings. Have a look around and enjoy old farmhouse. Leave things as you find them for those who are next. Thanks, Matthews family. I love this old cooker. Look at this one. Gas stove. Made by New World Cadet. Come around the front of the house. Still maintained by the family. They let you camp here for free. And there's also, if you've got an RV, there's a dump point around the back. But as you can see, it could probably be, I mean, there's enough here to make it livable again. Whether you want to or not, I don't know, but I mean, it's not far to Kimber, about 70 k's. Living out here way back would have been more challenging. And we're back where we started. Here we are on a piece of the old Eyre Highway. Now, for those of you that know the Eyre Highway, it goes through Kimber, Coolangatta, Wudinna, but many years ago it actually went through the little town of Dark Peak, so it's actually 50 kilometres further south there than it is now. Whoops. So Dark Peak's that way, Kimber's just over there. Over there we've got Wudinna and Coolangatta. And the road, there's remnants of the old highway on it. If you get a good map of Eyre Peninsula, you'll find it. And the original road, not the original road, but the original road section is still in place. So we've came down here from the highway, but we're going to go back that way because there's another road we want to go up, and we're about to get lost.
So was the old Eyre Highway never sealed?
No, no. We are about to go down this road. It hasn't rained for a long time, so there's an emu crossing the road just as we walk up. We're heading into the, whatever it is, conservation park, and we're going down that track all the way to wherever it ends up. Wudinna, we hope. Yeah. If not, we'll see you in another lifetime. So we're travelling along this track and it's quite sandy. We've lowered the tyre pressure by 20 psi. So normally we run these at 40. They're pretty good tyres. We're down to 20. I've got the low ratio four-wheel drive and a diff lock. And we seem to be ploughing through here without too much trouble. The Mitzi's doing really well. And I'm pretty happy with what's going on because this is my first time experiencing a longer style of four-wheel driving. And we've got two emus that aren't smart enough to know if they went left and right, we wouldn't be chasing them anymore. And that's typical of emus. We'll never catch them, but they're having fun.
Maybe they do it for fun, hey?
I don't know, I've seen it when they do it for a long time. They don't realise they just... They're still there. It's our final night in Wudinna tonight.
Yes.
We just had a lovely wander through the town today.
Yep, hit the town.
Met Gidget, the art person.
Gidge.
Gidge?
Yep.
Oh, Gidge, not Gidget.
No.
Gidge.
Gidge.
She's quite a talented artist, really. She's got a little gallery. There's her business card, which she hands make because she doesn't know how the internet works. The studio, Wudinna, South Australia.
It's just down from the
She was fun.
Foodland.
Yeah, she's on the
great
corner
character.
in the it's like a hall there, isn't it?
Yeah.
The butcher with the award-winning cheese New Yorker sausage.
And the beef burgers.
Beef burgers apparently are, what did they call them?
Award-winning.
Award-winning, yes. And the food land at reasonable
Fantastic.
prices.
Good
considering
prices.
we're like, you know, 600 kilometres away
Good
from
prices,
Adelaide.
good selection,
Yeah, and
fresh produce.
I like the people here have been absolutely friendly as.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
They recognise us already.
Yes, one more night here and then we head off to the Gawler Ranges to look for yellow-footed rock wallabies.
And we did
And
buy
a little book on animals, yes.
the information centre, the Visitors Information
Yes,
Centre,
that's an
which is a
interesting
really
place.
good one. It's got good historical photos
There's a
and
bit of
lots
street art.
of information. And got wildlife of the Gawler Ranges.
There you go.
So my field camera will be primed and ready to go.
Well,
and see if I don't delete all the
we went for a drive down a track
Mm-hmm.
and we tested out partly my driving skills, which I surprised myself with, and also how good this Triton went. Didn't miss a beat, did it?
No, it's fabulous.
So we were in low range. I found third and fourth to get through the sand, worked quite well. And we just kept a steady pace. About 20 kilometres. We did let the tyre pressure down a bit, and that helped. And then we came back late afternoon past a couple of big rocks. There
Yeah.
seems to be a lot of rocks around here. There's Mount Wudinna,
Yeah.
little Wudinna Hill or something,
There's
Pole something.
I had them already.
Oh,
Polder and
Polder
the
Rock?
Polder Dam. So
Polder.
that's the one in 1924.
that's the one we
They built the
climbed
dam.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good place to
You
look at
didn't
the
have
view.
the camera then with you,
No.
did you?
No, that's my bad.
Yeah, Turtle Rocks, Mount Wudinna, Polder Dam, and then up the road there is Chalcalda Hill, and then there's further up the road Pildappa Rock, which is the one that the locals will say is better than Wave Rock in Western Australia.
Well, we're not going that way, so we can't really challenge them on that.
No.
We're going another way. We're going to stay at Wudinna, I think the guy said.
Wagoni's
That's-
campsite in the Gawler Ranges.
Yes, and Gawler Ranges National Park.
So
We're going there tomorrow.
Is it there?
From where's Wudinna? Wudinna is here.
we're going whoop, another massive drive.
No, we're going straight up that way.
Yeah, another massive drive.
Oh yeah, all of an hour I think. But we want to get set up early and then we want to do a couple of days driving around the Gawler Ranges. And
Good morning, Murray.
morning, Jahi.
What's over this hill?
More hill.
And
The Gawler Ranges are looming in the distance. Oh, we can just see them now because we're going into a bit of a dip. Really good road out of Wudinna, unsealed but really good. Don't know how long it's going to stay good for, but this has been something we've been working towards this entire holiday. Was 2 or 3 nights we get in the Gawler Ranges to explore a bit. So we're going to be here for 3 nights at Wudinna, I believe the place is called, as a campsite. And we'll be able to take a trip tomorrow out to the organ pipes and maybe have a look around some other bits and pieces. The weather is absolutely stunning today. There's a little bit of cloud, but it's just one of those classic autumn days that you get at this latitude. and because we're so far inland really now, we're not affected by what's coming off the ocean that much, or from the southwest. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty good weekend. Cold nights, but we've got wood, and warm sunny days.
We got responsible wood.
We've got responsible wood. Yes, we found some more responsible wood. I don't know why. It's apparently it's offcuts from hardwood, offcuts from timber used for construction, and it burns nice and hot. Does a good roast chicken, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, which could be on the menu for tonight's dinner.
Yay.
And a nice bottle of Grenache that I found in the Wudinna pub last night in the wine room.
And the meals were great too. Good value.
Oh, I tell you
money.
what,
Nice.
that salt and pepper squid I had last night, that was some of the best salt and pepper squid. The guy cooked it to perfection.
What girl?
Girl, the person, sorry, the chef. And you had a schnitty.
What I have is a
the old
snitty,
standard chicken
and it was
schnitty.
a ripper snitty.
It was nice. I had a taste of it. And here we go, look at this. We've just entered Gawler Ranges National Park. Not too bad a road, a few corrugations, but the car and the van seem to be handling it okay. We've just found this little memorial. Edward John Eyre was here on the 21st of September 1839, and he named this hill Mount All Alone. So he's come a fair way north, because there were no roads in those days to decide which way to go. But it's beautiful in here. It's so quiet. There's a gentle breeze blowing now, and the sun's shining. You can hear a lot of birds, except you can't hear them over me yapping. And there's a walking trail, but we're not going to do this. We're more interested in setting up a camp. Well, here we are. We've made it to the Wudinna, as I heard a local in Wudinna say, Wudinna campsite at the foot of the Gawler Ranges, but unfortunately we can't see them from here. Well, we're going to go and explore later on. Well, there's the ablutions block anyway. Looks reasonable. We're about, I don't know, 50 metres, 100 metres off the main road. And there's lots of nice level campsites and some beautiful places to camp. Plenty of shade if you need it, but we want a little bit of sun for the solar panels. So we have chosen this site. Haven't moved the car yet, which I'll move out the way later, but we're just going to stop we've just finished setting everything up, and we're ready to have a coffee and a nice buttered finger bun, a great Aussie meal. And here's the lady of the house.
Hello.
She's just brushing her hair so I can blow around in the winter hat here. And we've changed the head.
The configuration.
Yes, a slight change to the configuration, but apart from that, everything's just dandy. What a great site. It reminds me a little bit of Dangali, but perhaps a little bit more picturesque.
And a lot more biodiversity and a lot
Yeah.
less invasive weeds.
You can actually hear birds and...
Right.
Well, I think we're at the top of this hill. If we go back, we can see a bigger hill there, which I'm not going to climb any other day, not today or any other day. As we come around, there's a big hill over there, a couple of big hills. Well, they can stay there. I won't be hiking with them. I think this track goes a loop around the top of the hill and back down again. It's absolutely amazing here. We're the only ones here, only ones in the campsite that we know of at this point in time. And the only ones on top of this hill, an hour from Wudinna. Why wouldn't you come up here if you had an opportunity? We're at the old Pony homestead, which has been in here since the mid-1800s. Looks pretty good nick too. It's been maintained by parks people. I was talking to a guy in Wudinna who comes up here as a volunteer and does work. The front porch, tiny windows, and there's a tank there, I guess a water tank. A lot of wildlife emus just wandering around. And there's some stockyards over the distance. So apparently the story goes he had several good years, and then he went from shearing 50,000 sheep a year to 4,000. Dining room, kitchen. There's a classic old kitchen cupboard, old cooker as well. Metas, old style bottles. Like that one. Probably don't see things like that anymore. My favourite though, if we look in here, is these old concrete laundry tubs, which are like as scarce as hen's teeth. So here we have dog kennels where the working dogs lived. The house is about, I suppose, 50-60 metres away. This is where the dogs lived. And apparently they were essential to work here. As we know, the sheepdog is an important part of Australian cultural history. Pretty sturdy, they've stood the test of time. It's only because there's no one here to maintain them that bits that are failing aren't being replaced. And here we are, a lot of bees here. We've got a wattle flowering at the moment. And that's it. Ooh, the sun's just coming out, isn't that a nice little bonus? Play us a tune. Well, wifey, what have you cooked up this morning?
Maybe damper.
Maybe damper.
It's called maybe damper.
Because maybe it will work, maybe it won't.
Because I haven't done it since the Girl Guides.
Okay. So we're going to go over and look at it.
Yeah.
Well, what it looks like in its current state, which is hidden away in a camp oven.
I'm on a Facebook group.
That's handy out here.
Shares Australian camp recipes, and unfortunately I took a screenshot, but I took the lady's name out of it.
Oh, okay.
And this is what it's meant to turn out like.
Well, we shall see. We shall see.
Okay.
But look, we're going out. We're staying in today.
It's a lazy Sunday.
This is our last day here in this campsite. One more night, and then we got to head back to civilization because some of us have to go to work in a little while. But we are going to a couple of things we need to do on the way back in the southern settled areas. Yes, that's a weather term. Oh, we got the radio going all the way from Port Lincoln, 5CC, I think. Songs that you never want to remember coming on. But we had a fire this morning, had a beautiful breakfast by the fire. And now we're just keeping the fire going. And there, under that, somewhere under all that heat, there's a damper cooking. And we brought this little camp oven. We've done a couple of roast chooks in it, and it's absolutely worked out a treat. And here, finally, chef de jour Jackie.
baby damper.
It's made a beautiful damper. Looks absolutely fantastic. We had to modify the cooking process a bit, didn't we?
Yeah, it's a bit longer
And we put a bit of heat underneath. According to the instructions, that wasn't supposed to happen, but this looks... Well, we're on the road from the Gawler Ranges to Kimber via Buckalboo. We missed the turn that the this device here told us to take, but we like this road better already.
And we prefer hard copy maps.
Yes.
I do.
And it keeps telling us to make a U-turn, but we're going to ignore it because we don't think this is correct. But it's not a bad road, but we just had 3 absolutely stunning nights in the Gawler Ranges at the Wudinna campsite. Out of all the campsites, I think we picked the best one, didn't we?
Oh, after we did the drive-throughs.
Yeah, we had a look at them, and that one, and I think it's the least used.
It's
Nice and flat.
Nice and flat, very well spaced apart, a great hike, that short hike up.
Yes, that little hike to the rocks.
That was nice. Lots of bird life, evidence of Euros and emus and other things, but talked to the ranger, and the ranger said because the weather is what it is, they tend to find their little comfy spots and stay put this time of year.
Which is very inconsiderate of them, considering we wanted to see them all. We did see plenty of emus and kangaroos and Euros.
Yeah.
And we're now, looks like we're leaving the park, I reckon. Hey Jackie, where are we going today?
We're going to paint the town red in Peterborugh.
Formerly known as
Petersburg,
yes.
German or Russian?
German, I think.
Yeah.
Berg is German for town, isn't it?
Yeah.
And changed in 1917 because of anti-German sentiment for the First World War, but we'd already been at war with them for 3 years. Or 2 years, 3 years.
There's a few towns like that in South Australia.
Hahndorf had its name changed and then back again.
Yeah.
But you think, why did they wait so long?
Can't rush these things.
No, they probably had to go through council, eh? In 1914. Anyway, we're going to go and have a look in the town today and see. It was a beautiful day. It was cold as cold last night.
Because Petersburg,
yes,
is renowned for epicentre of railway travel back in the day.
That's right. There were trains coming from all directions.
Yeah.
Lucky they didn't meet in the middle, eh? But yeah, they were going to the museum.
It's a beautiful day, but the start of the day was minus 1.7 degrees.
I thought it was 1.2.
I was at 1.2.
Got down to 1.2.
Okay.
That's what you told me this morning.
What screenshot did I send you of the bomb?
Cold.
Are we allowed to call it the bomb again?
Yes. Anyway, we're going to have some breakfast and a slow morning and some burnt bread. We should take that out, shouldn't we?
No.
Oh no, look at that. Perfect. Once you turn it over. You have to cook the toast half hour before you cook the scrambled eggs. But anyway, there you go. We're going to... we had a bit of condensation in the heavy breathing section over here. But the rest of it's pretty good.
We forgot to open a window.
And the sun is just brilliant, and we're expecting a beautiful day today, and hopefully tomorrow the wind's going to pick up a bit, which apparently is notorious here. Now we're at the Peterborugh railway station, which as you can see has been closed for many years. We just visited the Railway Museum, so this is a follow-up because the Indian Pacific is supposed to be coming through and we haven't seen or heard anything of it yet, and it's 20 minutes late. But anyway, this was quite a substantial station in its day, and the train stopped here, but no more. Not sure where it stopped. Where did she say it stops now? Not many places.
Port Perry.
Not many, if any. How many trains you know stop right here? Not many, if any. We've seen a couple of trains go through though, haven't we?
Yeah.
But not the Indian Pacific. So we're at the birthplace and the home, the early home, of one of Australia's greatest explorers. Probably one most people have not heard that much about. His name was George Hubert Wilkins, and he was born here at Mount Bryant East, just near Hallett, the town of Hallett in the mid-north of South Australia in 1888. And they've restored his birthplace, the family property. It's been, it was officially opened in 2001 after a rebuild. And all we got to do is get a key from the coffee shop in Hallett, pay him a few bucks. They've done an amazing job. It's a bit dark inside for filming, but the work they've done just to get the outside looking like it may have. I don't know if we're lost, but we don't really know where we are. We're actually here at Gawler Road and Peterborugh Road junction, and there's a bunch of old buildings we've been seeing. Oh, car needs a wash, Jackie. All around the place, like this, where there was once lots of people. There's a big old farmhouse down the road there, but it's pretty spectacular out the back here of Hallett. I think we're halfway to the New South Wales border, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just, can't believe how South Australia's got all this and it's sort of hidden away.